Hello there. Did you know that having a solid financial plan is one of the most important steps to living a comfortable and stress-free retirement? However, many people feel uncertain about how to start or lack confidence when it comes to managing their finances for the future. This can cause some anxiety, especially when you don't know which tools are best suited for you. But don't worry, today we're going to explore how you can create a strong financial plan with just a few simple and accessible tools. To get started, all you need are basic materials such as a notebook, financial apps, and bank documents. You might think that managing finances is a complicated task, but in reality, with a clear plan and some patience, it becomes much easier. And don't forget, by the end of this video, I'll share a surprise tip that will help you save and optimize your finances right away. In this part, we'll discuss why financial planning is crucial and how to use simple tools to get started. You don't need to be a financial expert to manage your money effectively. You'll learn how to track your monthly expenses in a notebook and use financial apps to keep an eye on your budget. So let's dive into the world of financial planning, and by the end, you'll be equipped with everything you need to start securing your financial future. The key to successful financial planning lies in understanding where your money goes and making conscious choices about saving for retirement. By using simple tools like a notebook to jot down your daily or weekly expenses and apps that automatically categorize your spending, you'll have a clearer picture of your financial habits. This awareness will be the first step in ensuring a comfortable retirement. Are you ready to take control of your finances? Let's begin this journey together. Now that we've introduced the importance of financial planning, let's jump into the first project, creating a personal financial plan using a simple notebook. This step is crucial because it allows you to get a clear understanding of your financial situation and track your spending. To get started, all you need is a notebook and a pen. It may sound simple, but the act of writing down your expenses is incredibly powerful. Begin by setting up different sections in your notebook for each category of expenses you want to track, such as housing, utilities, groceries, and entertainment. This will give you an overview of where your money is going each month. The first step is to write down all of your fixed monthly expenses, such as rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and insurance. These are the expenses that stay the same each month and are essential for your basic living. Once you've listed your fixed expenses, it's time to move on to the variable expenses. These are costs that can fluctuate each month, such as food, transportation, and entertainment. Be as detailed as possible, and don't forget to include small, everyday expenses, like coffee or snacks. After you've documented all of your expenses, take a step back and review the total. Are you spending more in one area than you expected? Are there places where you can cut back? This is where the real power of a financial notebook comes into play. It gives you the ability to see your habits and identify areas for improvement. Once you've tracked your expenses for a few weeks, take note of any trends. Do you tend to overspend on certain items? Is there an area where you're saving more than expected? This kind of insight will allow you to adjust your budget and create a financial plan that works for you. By regularly updating this notebook, you'll have a constant reminder of your financial goals and can stay on track to save for your retirement. The great thing about using a notebook for financial planning is that it's easy to do and doesn't require any fancy technology. It's a tool that anyone can use, regardless of age or financial knowledge. It's a simple and effective way to stay organized and accountable. By taking the time to track your spending, you'll be setting yourself up for financial success in retirement. Don't be discouraged if it takes a little time to get used to writing everything down. It's a habit that will pay off in the long run. So, grab your notebook and start tracking your expenses today. It's the first step toward building a strong financial foundation for your future. In the previous part, we discussed how to track your expenses manually with a notebook. Now, let's move on to the next step, using financial apps to manage your budget more efficiently. While writing everything down by hand can be helpful, financial apps offer a more automated and convenient way to keep track of your money, making them ideal for busy retirees looking to stay on top of their finances. To get started, you'll first need to choose an app that suits your needs. There are many apps available, but some of the most popular and user-friendly ones include Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, and Pocket Guard. These apps are designed to help you organize your finances, track your spending, and set goals for saving. Most apps allow you to connect them to your bank account and credit cards so they can automatically categorize your transactions and give you a real-time view of your financial situation. Once you've chosen an app, it's time to set it up. The process is usually simple. Just link your bank accounts, credit cards, and any other financial accounts you have. After that, the app will start automatically tracking your transactions. It's a good idea to review the categories the app has created for your expenses, such as groceries, dining out, utilities, and more. Some apps may have preset categories, but you can customize them to match your own spending habits. One of the most useful features of financial apps is the ability to set budget limits for each category. For example, if you want to limit your spending on dining out to $100 a month, you can set that limit in the app, and it will notify you when you're approaching or exceeding it. This real-time tracking helps you stay on top of your budget and avoid overspending. Another great feature of financial apps is the ability to create savings goals. For example, if you're saving for a trip or an emergency fund, you can set a target amount and track your progress toward that goal. Many apps will even suggest ways to save money based on your spending habits, making it easier for you to adjust your budget and reach your financial goals. Using a financial app also makes it easier to review your finances at a glance. You can see all of your accounts in one place and get a snapshot of your income, expenses, and savings. This level of organization can be a game changer when it comes to financial planning, as it helps you identify areas where you can cut back and areas where you might want to allocate more funds. By using a financial app, you can manage your finances with less effort and more accuracy, allowing you to stay focused on saving for retirement and other important goals. The key is to make sure you're consistently checking your app, reviewing your spending, and adjusting your budget as needed. So, if you haven't already, give financial apps a try and see how they can help you take control of your finances. With just a few taps on your phone, you can stay on top of your budget and work toward your retirement goals with ease. Now that we've explored how to track your expenses with a notebook and use financial apps to manage your budget, it's time to focus on the most important aspect of financial planning: saving for retirement. It's never too early or too late to start saving for retirement, and creating a solid savings plan is essential for ensuring financial security in your later years. To begin, take a look at your current income and expenses. Based on the previous steps, you should have a clear understanding of how much money you have available each month after covering your essential expenses. This is the amount you can start setting aside for savings. The first step in building your retirement savings plan is to determine how much money you'll need for retirement. This can vary depending on your lifestyle, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income. This will ensure you have enough to cover basic living expenses, healthcare, and any unexpected costs that may arise as you age. Once you've determined how much you need to save, it's time to decide on the best savings vehicles for your situation. Some common options for retirement savings include 401k or 403b plans. If you have access to a 401k or 403b plan through your employer, this is a great option. These plans allow you to save pre-tax income, and many employers offer matching contributions, which can significantly boost your savings. Individual retirement accounts, IRAs. If you don't have access to an employer-sponsored plan, an IRA is another excellent option. There are two types of IRAs: traditional and Roth. The main difference is when you pay taxes. Traditional IRAs offer tax-deferred growth, while Roth IRAs allow for tax-free withdrawals in retirement. Health savings accounts, HSAs. If you're eligible, an HSA can be a great addition to your retirement plan, especially if you anticipate high healthcare costs in retirement. HSAs allow you to save money tax-free for medical expenses. Once you've chosen your savings options, set up automatic contributions to make saving easier. Most retirement accounts allow you to have a set amount of money automatically withdrawn from your checking account and deposited into your retirement account each month. This takes the guesswork and temptation out of saving. Once the money is set aside, you won't miss it. Another important part of your savings plan is understanding your risk tolerance. As you approach retirement age, you may want to shift your investments toward more conservative options to preserve your savings. However, if you're still many years away from retirement, you can afford to take on more risk for potentially higher returns. One way to keep track of your progress is to regularly review your retirement savings plan and make adjustments as needed. You may want to increase your contributions as your income grows or as you pay off debt. The key is to stay consistent and keep your long-term goals in mind. Saving for retirement can seem overwhelming at first, but taking small steps each month will add up over time. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow, so don't put it off. Start building your retirement savings plan today. In this part, we'll dive into another essential aspect of financial planning for retirees: evaluating retirement insurance options. As you plan for your retirement, it's crucial to have the right insurance coverage to protect your health, assets, and peace of mind. Healthcare and long-term care costs are often some of the biggest expenses in retirement, so having the proper insurance can help you avoid financial stress in the future. Let's begin with health insurance, which is one of the most important types of coverage for retirees. In the United States, once you turn 65, you become eligible for Medicare, the federal health insurance program for seniors. While Medicare covers many healthcare services, it doesn't cover everything, such as prescription drugs, dental, or vision care. Therefore, many retirees choose to purchase additional coverage, such as a Medicare Supplement, Medigap plan, or a Medicare Advantage plan. A Medicare Supplement, Medigap plan, helps cover the costs that Medicare doesn't pay, like copays, coinsurance, and deductibles. This type of plan is often a good choice if you want to avoid unexpected out-of-pocket expenses for medical care. However, Medigap plans usually come with a monthly premium, so it's important to factor that into your retirement budget. Another option is a Medicare Advantage plan, also known as Part C. These plans are offered by private insurance companies approved by Medicare and combine the coverage provided by Medicare Parts A and B, along with additional benefits like dental and vision coverage. Medicare Advantage plans often have lower premiums than Medigap plans, but may come with higher out-of-pocket costs for healthcare services. If you anticipate high healthcare costs in retirement, it might also be worth considering a health savings account, HSA. While HSAs are typically used for people with high deductible health plans, HDHPs, they are also a great way to save for future healthcare expenses on a tax-advantaged basis. Contributions to an HSA are tax-deductible, and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. Once you reach 65, you can even use the funds for non-medical expenses without penalty, though you'll pay income tax on those withdrawals. Next, let's talk about long-term care insurance, which is another important consideration for retirees. As you age, there's a possibility you may need assistance with daily activities such as bathing, dressing, or eating. Long-term care insurance can help cover the costs of a nursing home, assisted living, or in-home care. It's important to consider this coverage early because the younger and healthier you are when you purchase long-term care insurance, the lower your premiums will be. Long-term care insurance can be expensive, and not all policies are created equal. Before purchasing a policy, be sure to compare coverage options such as how much the policy will pay per day for care, how long the benefits will last, and any exclusions or limitations. Many insurance experts recommend purchasing long-term care insurance in your 50s or 60s, as premiums can increase significantly as you age. Finally, when evaluating retirement insurance options, it's essential to keep your retirement budget in mind. Health insurance and long-term care insurance premiums can add up, so make sure these costs fit within your overall financial plan. It's also a good idea to speak with a financial advisor or insurance specialist to help you understand your options and choose the best coverage for your situation. Having the right insurance coverage in place can provide peace of mind as you enter retirement. It ensures that you are protected from unexpected healthcare costs and helps you plan for the future. Take the time to carefully evaluate your insurance options and make sure your retirement plan is comprehensive and well-rounded. As we move forward in our financial planning journey, let's tackle an often overlooked but crucial aspect of retirement planning: managing debt and building good credit. Debt can be a significant burden, especially in retirement, and having a good credit score can help you access more favorable loan terms if needed. By managing debt wisely and improving your credit, you'll have more financial flexibility and peace of mind as you approach your later years. The first step in managing debt is to get a clear picture of what you owe. Make a list of all your debts, including credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, and any other outstanding balances. For each debt, note the interest rate, minimum payment, and total balance. This will give you a starting point for tackling your debt strategically. One approach to paying down debt is the debt snowball method. This method involves paying off your smallest debt first, while making minimum payments on your larger debts. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you move on to the next smallest, and so on. The debt snowball method can be motivating because it allows you to see quick progress as you eliminate smaller debts. However, if you're looking to save the most money in interest, you might consider the debt avalanche method, which focuses on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. Both methods are effective, but the key is to stay consistent. Set a budget for how much you can afford to pay toward your debt each month and make sure to stick to it. Avoid taking on new debt during this time, as that can set back your progress. You may also want to consider consolidating high-interest debt, such as credit card balances, into a lower-interest personal loan or credit card with a 0% introductory APR. This can help you save money on interest while paying down your balance more quickly. In addition to managing debt, it's also important to focus on building and maintaining a good credit score. Your credit score is a reflection of how responsibly you manage your debt, and a higher score can help you qualify for lower interest rates on loans, credit cards, and mortgages. To improve your credit score, start by making sure all your bills are paid on time, as late payments can significantly impact your score. If you have credit cards, try to keep your balance below 30% of your credit limit to avoid negatively affecting your score. If you have a history of late payments or high balances, it may take some time to improve your credit. However, with patience and consistent effort, you can raise your score over time. You can also check your credit report regularly to ensure there are no errors or fraudulent activity affecting your score. You're entitled to a free credit report once a year from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, so take advantage of this to stay on top of your credit health. Another important aspect of debt management is avoiding high-interest payday loans or other high-cost borrowing options. These loans can lead to a cycle of debt that's difficult to escape, especially if you're living on a fixed income. Instead, focus on building an emergency fund that can cover unexpected expenses without having to rely on credit. Managing debt and building good credit are essential steps in creating a solid financial foundation for retirement. By reducing your debt and improving your credit, you'll have more financial freedom and fewer worries about how to pay for healthcare, housing, or other retirement expenses. Take control of your debt today and watch as your financial outlook improves. As we come to the final section of our financial planning video, it's time to summarize everything we've learned so far and offer some additional tips to help you save money as you approach retirement. By now, you should have a solid understanding of how to manage your expenses, save for retirement, evaluate insurance options, and manage debt. But there are still a few extra steps and money-saving ideas that can make a significant difference in your financial situation as a retiree. First, let's quickly recap the main points we've covered. Tracking your expenses. We started by discussing the importance of tracking your expenses using a simple notebook or financial app. This will help you understand where your money is going and allow you to make adjustments as needed. Building your retirement savings plan. Next, we explored how to create a solid retirement savings plan. We discussed the importance of setting clear savings goals and choosing the right savings options, such as 401k plans, IRAs, and HSAs to ensure you have enough money for retirement. Evaluating insurance options, we also covered the essential types of insurance you should consider in retirement, such as health insurance through Medicare and long-term care insurance, to protect yourself from unexpected healthcare costs, managing debt, and building good credit. Finally, we talked about the importance of managing your debt, using strategies like the debt snowball or debt avalanche method, and improving your credit score to ensure you have financial flexibility in retirement. With these building blocks in place, it's time to focus on a few extra strategies that can help you save even more money in retirement. Cutting unnecessary expenses. Take a close look at your current expenses and see if there are areas where you can cut back. For example, do you really need a landline phone if you already have a cell phone? Are there subscriptions or memberships you no longer use or need? Cutting out these small expenses can add up over time. Downsize or simplify your living situation. If you own a large home that's become too expensive to maintain, consider downsizing to a smaller home or moving to a retirement community that offers more affordable living options. This can free up extra cash that can be directed towards savings or paying down debt. Shop smart for groceries and essentials. Being strategic about your shopping can help you save a lot of money. Look for sales, use coupons, and consider buying in bulk for items you use frequently. Also, consider switching to generic or store brand products, which are often just as good as the name brand versions, but cost less. Take advantage of senior discounts. Many businesses offer discounts to seniors, from restaurants to transportation services to retail stores. Always ask if a senior discount is available, and be sure to take advantage of these opportunities when you can. Consider part-time work or hobbies that pay. If you find that your retirement savings aren't quite enough to cover your expenses, consider taking on a part-time job or monetizing a hobby. Whether it's freelance work, tutoring, or selling handmade crafts, earning a little extra money can help relieve financial pressure. Plan for healthcare costs. One of the biggest concerns for retirees is healthcare costs. In addition to traditional insurance, consider setting aside funds in a health savings account, HSA, to cover medical expenses not covered by Medicare. It's also important to review your Medicare plan annually to make sure it's still the best option for your needs. Invest wisely. While we've covered retirement savings plans, it's also important to continue to invest wisely as you age. Work with a financial advisor to create a diversified investment strategy that matches your risk tolerance and goals. This will help ensure that your savings continue to grow even after you retire. By implementing these tips, you can maximize your savings and ensure that you're prepared for the future. The key to successful financial planning is consistency. Stay on track with your goals, make adjustments when necessary, and keep an eye on your long-term financial well-being. Remember, retirement is meant to be a time of relaxation and enjoyment. With the right financial plan, you can enjoy your retirement years without worrying about money. Take action now, and your future self will thank you. We've covered a lot of ground in our journey toward financial security and retirement, and now it's time to wrap things up with a final push to take action. Throughout this video, we've explored essential steps for building a solid financial foundation, from tracking your expenses to creating a retirement savings plan and evaluating insurance options. But the most important takeaway is that financial planning for retirement doesn't have to be overwhelming. It's a series of manageable steps that anyone can take, no matter their financial background or age. I want to encourage you to take the first step right now, whether it's pulling out a notebook to start tracking your expenses, setting up a financial app to monitor your spending, or opening a retirement savings account. Every small action you take today will bring you closer to a secure and comfortable retirement. Don't let the idea of managing your finances feel like a daunting task. Start with one thing. Maybe it's reviewing your current insurance coverage or figuring out how much you need to save for retirement, and build on it. The most important thing is to begin, and remember that every step you take is progress. And don't forget, as you implement these strategies, share your journey with others. Whether you're asking questions, sharing tips, or offering encouragement in the comments, This is a process that benefits from community and support. You may even discover new ideas or strategies that can help you improve your financial planning as you go. As a final tip, I want to leave you with this. Consistency is key. It may feel like a slow process at times, but if you stick to your plan and make small adjustments as needed, you'll find that you're better prepared for retirement than you ever imagined. Celebrate each small victory along the way, and remember that your future self will thank you for the decisions you make today. I'm excited for you to begin your financial planning journey and see how it transforms your retirement. Let's keep the conversation going, so feel free to share your thoughts, ask questions, or share your own financial tips in the comments. And remember, there's always more to learn and more ways to improve your financial health. Keep exploring and stay committed to your goals. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in your retirement planning. You've got this.